And we are getting close, guys. It's number 19 of our Papercraft Society Advent Calendar that we are opening today. 19! Goodness me, Christmas is approaching very, very fast. So this one is by, let me see, Card Making Magic. I forgot. I recorded this a while ago. Now I'm doing all the voiceovers all at once. Please make sure that you check out the other two participants in this collaboration, Monika and Mel, and their YouTube channels will be linked in the description box below. Monika is doing some amazing tutorials, and Mel has been doing some more detailed unboxing videos. So today's envelope had this lovely stamp set in it, foliage, flowers, and some sentiments. For today's make, I'm going to work on this 4.5 by 4.5 inch watercolor cardstock. I used my anti-static bag, and I'm going to use that foliage that I just pointed at for you. And I'm going to stamp this with my embossing ink, which is a clear Versamark ink. And I'm going around this whole cardstock like in a wreath kind of a shape. Now, I did do a little trial run earlier on, and I will show it to you here in a second. There we go. So I know that I can fit 5 of these, but I'm not worried if they don't join up properly, because it's obviously much harder to see with the clearing than it was with the black one earlier on. And I will be using flowers to decorate this in a while anyway, so it doesn't have to be perfectly joined up. Bright white opaque embossing powder. I'm heat setting it now, and of course you can't see it in here because it's on white, but I'm adding a little bit of a bundle sage distress oxide ink. I'm just going in with a light layer for now. I'll come back later on to add some more, but it's just really just to lift the white of the background a bit there so I can see where I'm coloring. So the Spectrum Noir tricolor aqua marker I'm going to use in here, and this is the Fresh Verdant Trio. The lighter green is the bud green, and the darker one is the verdant green. And first of all, I just add a little bit of water into those leaves, and I'm coming in with the lighter green, and then I scribble a little bit of a darker on my glass mat, and I'm just dropping here and there, and I just let the water do its thing. It will turn out so lovely once I let this air dry. Now it looks like a mess right now. It doesn't make much sense at all. It doesn't look like foliage from the distance, especially in here, but this will all make sense once we are finished with the card. This will be so lovely. I'm not worried if I go outside those lines a little bit, because I'm going for a watercolored look. This was my idea, and I don't mind it to get a little bit messy. So there you go, it's all done. And I'm going to set this aside to dry, but it looks much more sense now, doesn't it? You'll see once we are putting this card together, it will be lovely. So for the flowers, which I stamped again on watercolor cardstock, heat embossed it, white embossing powder, and used the cool primary colors, which are rose red, daffodil, and azure blue, to color in the flowers. For the orange ones, I mixed the pink and the yellow together. I'm going to add a little bit of a glitter into the middle of each of those flowers, and this is the chunky crystallina. So I'm just dipping them all in it, and then I'm setting these aside to dry for a little while as well. I love adding glitter in the middle of those flowers. It will look so lovely. So once this is nearly dry, I just finished it off with a heat tool for a little bit, rounded off the corners with my corner punch, and with the bud green that I used to color in the leaves, I'm adding, just going around the whole outside of that piece of cardstock, and then I'm coming back with the bundled sage, and I'm adding a much heavier layer on the outside of that wreath. I think it just brings it all to life. This next piece of cardstock measures 4 3/4 by 4 3/4, and my card base is a 5 by 5 inch of a card base. So this other layer, the 4 3/4 squared, I'm going around with the same green marker. And this adds such a lovely something into it. I never done this technique before. This is the first time that I'm adding so many white layers on white layers. I normally add something glittery or mirror cardstock or something bright colored. So this is very new to me, and I'm enjoying it. I loved making this little card or note card. Now I'm coming in with my flowers and I'm adding them, and once I'm happy with the arrangement that I set out there, I'm just adding a little bit of a hot glue. This is just to add a little bit of a dimension behind those flowers. And to further decorate this a little bit, I'm going to bring in some flat back pearls. Now I had this bag of mixed ones. They are white, like apricot and then very slight like salmon pinky color. So I'm going in with the whites and I'm going for the smallest ones. I'm not using the very big ones from the pack. These are from eBay and they are a mix of all different sizes. So I'm going with the white ones all over this. And then I mix a little bit of an apricot one in there as well. By accident, I added one, so I decided to add more than. But they were perfectly. It was a very happy accident. Well, that was meant to happen. So I'm just going around the wreath and I'm adding loads and loads of these little pearls. Stay tuned to the very end of this video because I will show you a close-up where I recorded how lovely it all looks. I think it adds such lovely elegance to this card. I just adore how it turns out. I really do. It's a lovely, lovely stamp set from Christina. Honestly, I will definitely be using this for more of my mix. Now in here I was panicking because I realized that before adding my flowers and the pearls I forgot to stamp the sentiment, so I couldn't use my stamping platform anymore. So I'm stamping it off a few times to make sure I get a proper good stamp, and here just go for it. I say to myself, if I mess it up I can always stamp it on a piece of cardstock and glue it on top of that there, but it turned out perfect. Sometimes it's nice to be brave. So I was trying if it needed any more embellishments, but it really didn't. It looks perfect just the way it is. I love how this card turned out, and look at these close-ups in here now, just gorgeous. I really hope you liked today's tutorial too, and if you did, please do not forget to give me the thumbs up, hit the notification bell to make sure you do not miss out on any future videos, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet done so. Head over to Monika's and Mel's channels as well to check out their videos. All links are in the description box below. And I will see you soon back with another lovely tutorial. I really hope you're gonna come back. I'll see you then. Bye!